All right, students, welcome back. We're back in that notes page and the notes packet that we started yesterday. And so here we go. Body paragraph, counter argument, and turn back. So we've already gone through introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2. So this is technically body paragraph 3. And so we're going to fill in a box. Counter argument or counterclaim is the other word that could go in that box. In this, the counter argument proves that you have fully researched the topic. It gives you a chance to point out why your argument is better. Remember, you are doing this respectfully. It can get pretty ugly if this is not worded correctly or done right. So you need to make sure that you are doing this respectfully. And then here's some transition words. So transition words and phrases must be, I'm going to say that one more time, transition words and phrases must be used to introduce the counter argument. And some examples might be, it might seem that, of course, certainly, admittedly, some people claim, a common argument against this position is, it's true that, one might object, at first glance, while, some researchers say, opponents might argue that. And then our next box that we're going to fill in is going to be the words turn back. Both words are going to go in that box. Again, that's turn back. The turn back is a return to the original argument. Be sure to refute the opposing claim. Transition words that must be included or used in the turn back would be yet, still, despite, except, however, conversely, nevertheless, or even so. So these transition words and phrases work in pairs. They introduce the counter argument and a turn back. And so we're going to go through and we're going to fill in some of these blanks on what they are. So it gives you a phrase and then it wants you to list if it's a counter argument or a turn back. So it might seem that, counter argument. However, it's a turn back. Certainly, a counter argument. Yet, turn back. An argument against the position is counter argument. Yet, turn back. Opponents may argue that this is a counter argument and nevertheless is a turn back. And they give us an example. It is true that critics of year-round school say studies showing score increases in year-round programs are inconclusive. They say it is difficult to pinpoint the real reason for the improvements. However, there is no doubt that students in districts that have year-round school outperform students in 10-month programs on achievement tests. So can you find those transition words or phrases? I'm going to pause and give you a moment to find those transition words and phrases. Again, you're finding them for the counter argument and then the turn back. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to move on. But let's go over those. Where is our counter argument phrase? It's not just a word, it is a phrase. It is true that. It is true that is our transition phrase for our counter argument. And then where is our phrase or word for our turn back? It is the word however. However is our phrase, our transition phrase for that turn back. All right, moving on to the next page. Our concluding paragraph. Box number 1, thesis statements. So our concluding paragraph, a conclusion to an argumentative essay, has 3 parts to it. You've got your thesis statement. This is when you paraphrase the thesis statement. You've already made your thesis statement. So you need to go all the way back to that introductory paragraph and find that thesis statement for me that you've already written. And you're going to paraphrase it. So they give us an example. Students with a year-round school schedule have an advantage over their peers who follow a 10-month schedule. We just rephrased it. Box number 2 is you're going to fill in the word key. Remind the reader of the key supporting details. You're reviewing key points. And they give us an example. A year-round schedule will prevent students from losing the hard-earned knowledge gained during the school year. And then they go on. It will also, so they revisit those key points. They just give us one in the example, but there are quite a few. And then the third part, you're gonna leave the reader in the box, you're gonna fill in the word thinking. Leave your reader thinking. Finally, provide a benefit that will result from complying with, going along with, the argument. Or provide a call to action to move the audience into wanting to make a change. So example, the nation's future depends on having intelligent citizens. Schools must be year-round in order to graduate such citizens. They had a call to action. Are you going to extend your school year? Because here's why. Okay, a couple other tips. We're going to scroll on down. It is cool to use strong, convincing language. Make sure you use strong, convincing language. We are big 6th graders now, and we're in the 2nd semester of our 6th grade year. It's time to use 6th grade language. Do not weaken your argument by using I believe or I think. Use stronger words than that. Something cool, cite reliable search sources. So they put it in parentheses here. They give an example off to the left. They tell us where it came from. Please don't cite vague information or details that can't be proven. It needs to be traceable. I need to be able to type it in and find it. Do use 2 to 3 facts. Fill in the box, 2 to 3. Examples or statistics per body paragraph. 2 to 3 per body paragraph. So that means our paragraphs are going to be quite a few sentences long. No more of the 3 to 5, guys. We've got to be longer than that. 2 to 3 facts. And for each fact, you have to have the evidence to back it up. Don't rely on personal experience. Yes, your Uncle Vinny or your cousin Vinny might love going to school in July, but that doesn't mean that your cousin Susie does or your sister does. No personal experiences. It has to be fact, has to be searchable. Please do be respectful of those who disagree with your position. This is not a knockdown, drag out fight. Be respectful. And then don't insult those who disagree. They might have a really good reason to feel the way that they feel. Do not insult them. All right, there we have it. Your page should be finished. I'm going to look at this PowerPoint, make sure we're not missing anything big over here. We talked about the bridge yesterday. Give me a second to get back to that bridge. Sorry, I know I should have had it ready. We're almost there. Okay, we did the bridge yesterday. So counter argument, remember the boy, he wants to go to the party. Mom says, absolutely not. Now he's trying to convince her as to why. We're back to them. We've got a counterclaim and counter argument. Challenges the argument by addressing the position as someone who may not agree with it. Remember, we've already taken notes over this. This is just to help you understand a little bit better. So you've got the boy. You may think that if I stay out late, I won't be able to have the energy for my soccer games over the weekend. And Mom's like, yup, that's exactly what I think. So he's made the counter argument. And then he's got the turn back or the rebuttal, demonstrating why Mom is wrong. Now remember, you have to do this respectfully, because if you disrespect Mama, doesn't go so well. Although it is true that it will be difficult to get by on a little less sleep, I only have to play one game on Saturday. This means I will have plenty of time to rest before Sunday's game. And mom's like, good point. He's done his research. He's looked it up. He's making a good argument. Only one game on Saturday. So, can the kid go to the party? What do you think? Can he make a good argument as to why he should get to go? Does he clearly state his claim? Think back. Does he clearly state his claim? Does he provide a logical reason as to why he should be able to go? Does he use evidence that includes data and facts? Does he explain how the evidence supports his claim? The bridge. Does he do the bridge? Does he do it well? Does he prove that he understands the other side of the argument? He sees where mom's coming from. Does he prove the other side of the argument is not valid? Does he demonstrate an understanding about what is important to his audience? So can he go? If you were mom, would you let him go? If you were mom and if mom was mom and you were the boy, would your mom let you go? Would you let you go? And we will talk about writing an argumentative essay later. All right, guys, have a good day. Let us know if you have questions, concerns, if you're super confused. I know the bridge part's probably confusing. We can go back over that. Drop us a message, send us an email, let us know. We can do a special little tutoring session. I can do a special video just for the bridge. Let me know.